Come in.
Oh. How are you this morning?
Lousy.
Lousy. I have a lot of patients that look lousy and they feel great, and I got other ones that feel great and they look lousy. You were at least consistent. How was your night?
Lousy.
That's still consistent. Any headaches?
Small one, yeah.
How about aches and pains?
Well, if I had to make a choice, I'd say aches.
Where?
Anywhere you want to mention.
I think you got a fever. Why don't you open your mouth? I'd like to see just how high. Open wide. Say
doctor.
Yeah, get it under the tongue. Very good.
Thank you.
You're not supposed to talk.
Thank you.
You're not going to hit you in the head. Well, you got the right color for St. Patty's Day, that's for sure.
Patty's Day.
Dog. Got that? Right. Yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going?
The land auction today. Have you forgotten?
No, I haven't forgotten. Okay? Keep it shut. Just a little longer. And I'll tell you something else. There is no more work for you today, and you are not going to the auction, that's for sure.
Hello.
Oh, Scotty, I'm glad I caught you in.
Oh, hello, Lee. Yeah, you did just catch me because I just about to run out and get some breakfast.
Yeah, well, listen, I need you to fill in court for me today.
What time?
1 p.m. I just checked your court calendar. You're clear. But get in as soon as you can, will you? And I'll fill you in on this thing. Talk to you then.
Lee, wait a minute. 1 o'clock, I can't... Hello, Lee. Lee!
Hello. Yeah, how you doing, mate? You must have made terrific trying to get to Rochester. Yeah? What? Hang on. Look, hold on. It's here somewhere. Okay, hold it. Hold on, I'm finding it. Somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, okay, listen, it's invoice 2120. Yeah. Well, of course I know. It's right here in front of me. What? Okay. Now, look, I know you're doing the best you can, right? Listen, I talked to a good friend of mine in the Bureau. Yeah, about half an hour ago. I had a long, interesting chat about David Gray. The Bureau is going to run Gray through the computer. For one thing, we didn't know he was an antique card dealer before now. They're going to run into his background in art circles and see if anything comes up there. If we get lucky, maybe something will fall out of the pile. Yeah, look. I'll worry about Gray. You worry about the fixtures, all right? Oh, listen, I need a number to get you at, just in case something happens. Okay, hang on. Right. Okay, stay easy. I'll be in touch. Oh, hell. Not again. That's she's gonna kill me, I know. All right. Whoa. Hiya, sweetheart. I was just on my way to the Kellys.
Yes, well, if you'd rushed 10 minutes ago, Robert, you would still be 5 minutes late. Now, we have got to rehearse our act. I'm telling you, I will not go on that stage and make a total fool out of myself.
Hey, listen, the way you talk, I've been sitting around here playing jacks. I hope you understand that we're looking for Laura's 1, 2, and for a while 3. Then there was David Gray. Listen, what am I telling you this for? You know all about it. You're a part of it.
That is still no excuse for not rehearsing, Robert.
I'm not trying to find an excuse. But you see, in my simple mind, looking for Laura is the #1 priority.
No more so than in mine. She was my friend, too. Oh, good heavens, it was.
Yeah, we must never say things like that.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just that actresses have to work from scripts, Robert, and I am not very good at improvisation, and I have got to have a rehearsal.
Listen, I thought we were doing pretty well with the act.
Maybe I'm not making my point.
Maybe you're not, so make it a little more.
point is, darling, we need to rehearse with an audience. We keep going over with all of these rings and bracelets and everything, and we need to have a real audience with real articles.
It's a good point.
Then you agree?
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
I never thought of it before. But listen, where do we find an audience, huh? Poof.
Well, I was thinking that tonight we could have a dress rehearsal here and invite some of our friends from the waterfront.
Hey, what is this? 1 minute I'm gone and you're at work again, huh?
I tell you, being sick for a couple of days makes you realize the difference between being in a profession and working for somebody else's business.
No, what is that?
Well, when a doctor like yourself, a lawyer like me, doesn't work, we starve.
Well, I'll tell you what. See these two little pills?
Yeah?
Open your hand every 3 hours and do not forget to take them,
come
okay?
on. Are you sure? I'm telling you,
Yeah,
Rick,
sure.
No, it's serious since I was a kid. I mean, I can eat a steak 30 times the size of this. A pill, I don't know why. I'm always afraid they're going to get caught in my throat.
Well, I can make it real easy for you. I'll just give you a shot. Roll over.
Oh, not these, though. These are the kind I like. These are real good.
Oh, brother. Remember to take them every 3 hours, not just these two.
You please remember to get down to that auction, would you?
Hey, Leslie's in Washington. I've got to be at the clinic, so I may not be able to make it myself.
You've got to make it. It's lot number 50 on the list. It's the lot between the sports center and this diner. You don't want somebody else to snatch it up.
Joe, I am well aware just how important it is, but I also know that every time these lots have come up for sale before, someone at the last minute has paid the taxes and they've been withdrawn from the sale.
Well, it's on today's list, and that's all we know. That's all we need to know.
Look, if I can't be there, I'll be sure someone is to represent us, okay?
Make sure you do.
I'll do
You
that.
don't go, or Rose doesn't go. I'm telling you, I'm going to go, fever or not.
Joe, I will see to it that somebody's there for us, I guarantee you.
Good, because I'm serious, man. We'd be in deep trouble if somebody else picks that lot up.
Lee Baldwin's office?
Yeah, Mary, it's Scotty again. Has Lee come back?
No, Scotty. As I said when you called before, he left moments after talking to you, and he didn't tell me where he went.
Listen, do you know if he can delay his court appearance today?
He hates to ask for a delay unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I know that, but is today's appearance necessary?
I really don't know. All your father told me before he left was that you would appear for him today while he attended to another matter.
That's all he said?
Well, only that he expected to be back before you got here.
And you have no idea at all right now where I can reach him?
I told you, Scotty, I don't.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good morning.
Morning. Blue jeans? You can't appear in court in blue jeans. You know that. Certainly not to represent this firm.
I know, I'm aware of that, except the fact is that I can't appear in court this morning.
You agreed, Scotty.
No, I didn't.
Scotty, when I asked you, you said you would.
No, you didn't ask. You told me. You said you'd give me the details when I got here. Well, I tried to call you back, but you'd already left.
I checked your desk calendar. You don't have any appointments.
Lee, there's something I have to take care of. It's a personal matter.
Personal. Look, I don't ask you very often to do anything for me. You know that.
No, I know you don't. It's just that... Lee, I can't.
This is important, Scotty. Come on.
What I have to do is important, too.
This personal matter is important, huh?
Yes, it is.
Take care of it this afternoon, will you?
I can't do that. It has to be done today. Now, why don't you just reschedule whatever it is that's conflicting with your court date?
I can't. When I saw you didn't have any appointments, I agreed to meet Lou Fredericks at the airport between flights. He's got a 30-minute layover. I can't get in touch with him now. He's airborne. You gotta cover me on this, Scotty.
Lee, I can't do it.
This personal matter is so important you can't break it for me, huh?
Now, that's not the point. It's important to me. Now, why don't you just ask for a delay? It's routine.
Can't do that. It's Judge Baker. You know him. He's always against any delay. Well, I gather that there's no way I can persuade you to cancel your personal errand, huh?
Now, don't put it that way. I'm not going out to buy a new toothbrush.
Leave me no choice to call the judge, eh?
Thanks, Rose. We'll see you in a little while. She said that if we wanted someone to help us with this, all we had to do was just come down and ask them. She was sure they would be happy to accommodate us.
Well, how many do you think we're going to need?
I don't know, 10 or 12, as many as we can get. What about Luke? Do you think maybe he would like to help us?
No, he took off for Rochester this morning.
Oh.
Guess what? They've lost their bathroom fixtures.
You're kidding, the bathroom fixture?
Yeah. There's a lot of things we can do without an opening night. Danny's on one of them.
How could anybody lose bathroom fixtures, Robert?
I don't know. I never could do it myself.
Well, what about Jackie? Do you think maybe she might like to invite a few of her friends?
Gone to the Big Apple. After we got that good lead on David Gray, she decided to go back there and see whether any of her informants could come up with any more interesting information.
Oh, is that what you were talking to the Bureau about today, David Gray?
Yeah. What they've done is they've fed his name and description into their computer. Now, I hope maybe by tomorrow they'll come up with something a little more tangible. Listen, if we're going to find an audience, we better get moving.
Oh, yes. Oh, darling, you're not going to go to Kelly's on St. Patrick's Day, are you, without wearing green?
It's today the 17th.
Yes, it is.
I got just the thing for Kelly's.
Oh, good. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. How you doing?
Fine.
Good.
Oh, it's such a shame that Joe has to be sick on St. Patrick's Day.
I know.
Is he feeling any better?
Well, he wasn't when I looked in on him earlier, but Rick was up with him. And Harry, how is he?
Well, he's not really too hot. He's got that virus that I think everybody in town has got. It's not a good one.
Oh, I was just going to go up and see him.
Well, I told him that I would have Rose make up an order of toast, pot of hot tea.
Be all right with you if I took it up to him?
No problem. And it'll only take me a minute to make it.
Great. Rose, don't forget, if I can't get away from the clinic, it's very important that you go to the auction.
The auction, yes. Well, I hope you can make it, but if you can't, I'll be sure and be there.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Alice, don't stay in there too long. Don't get too close to him.
Oh.
It is a severe variety of virus. We got a couple cases out admitted to the hospital already. Bye.
Bye. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, happy to see you.
Dale, your husband's on the phone.
Dr. Banks.
Oh.
You can take it online for us.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Robert Troutman to OR staff. Dr. Robert Troutman to OR.
Hello, darling.
Hi, honey. Listen, I'm awfully sorry, but we're going to have to forget about our lunch today.
Oh, why?
Well, things got all fouled up, that's what.
Oh, I was really looking forward to it. What happened?
So was I. But, you know, I was supposed to appear before Judge Baker today, and I thought Scotty was going to do it for me. And I was so sure of that, I agreed to meet another client out at the airport. Now it turns out Scotty can't do it. It's some personal matter, apparently. Anyway, I'm trying to get a hold of the judge, but I'm almost sure he isn't going to grant a delay.
Can't Scotty take care of this personal matter later?
Well, I'll discuss that with you tonight, honey. I'm sorry. I can't talk to you now. I got to get a hold of the judge, but it's impossible for us to have lunch, and I'm sorry.
I understand. I'll see you later tonight, darling. Bye.
Bye.
Nurse Missoni, report to Dr.
Good morning, Gail.
Good morning, Gail.
Oh, good morning.
Report to Dr.
Well, how's Anne this morning? I heard she was taking Mrs. Newell's death kind of hard.
Yes, she is. With the Newell's daughter being in the same class with Jeremy, Ann felt close to the woman, even though they just met.
She decided to take the day off and stay home.
That's good. That's probably the best thing for her. Death is hard for all of us to adjust to, no matter how exposed to it we are.
Yeah. Excuse me. Any messages, Amy?
Oh, yeah, right here. There you go.
Thank you. Well, I'll see you later, honey. Look, why don't you and Audrey arrange for the four of us to have dinner one night soon, huh?
That is a terrific idea. We will.
Good, good.
Okay. Gail, do you have a few minutes a little later? Sure. Why?
Oh, I just wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, how about now?
Well, actually, later would be better.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll be in my office most of the day. Stop by at tea time. We'll steal a donut.
Oh, good idea. Love it. All right.
So, Richard. Oh.
Come in.
Oh. This looks like a bad St. Patrick's Day for you.
Tell me about it. But a happy one to you. Thank you very much.
Well, Heather certainly was concerned about you yesterday.
That's the lawyer trick, Alice. See, without asking, you just asked me how Heather and I are getting along.
I do that?
You would do that, yes.
Well, I don't mean to pry.
No! Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Okay, then straight out. How are you two getting along?
Well, straight out. Things seem to be improving. She seems to be working out a lot of her problems with Dr. Katz.
You know, that's exactly what Heather said. I mean, that she has made some discoveries recently.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to know what some of those discoveries are. No, I'd give her the benefit of the doubt. She's really beginning to be a lot more open and honest with me.
Well, you don't know how happy that makes me to hear you say that. You know, just perhaps my little girl is growing up.
Hey, Rosie.
Special today, the drink is Irish coffee. It's free, but just don't...
Do it again, do it again. Terrific. The best you've ever done. It beats the soup.
No, I thought you'd think so.
Get that outfit. It looks terrific.
Well, thank you, Benny. This is just a little something that Charlie picked out for me.
Oh, yeah?
Charlie picked that out? Never figured Charlie had that kind of good taste.
Yeah.
But then again, he picked her out.
He's such a kidder's flick.
Whoa, look who walked in.
You like it? I found it. Not bad.
Are you sure you're dressed for St. Patty's Day?
Color of my dog.
Why don't you join us?
Come on, here.
You?
Have a seat.
Go on, I'll get you another one.
Thank you, darling.
Next to.
Well, I have seen green. That is
Why
green.
don't you take that with you?
Thank you.
Here. You can do a parade by yourself.
Robert and I were hoping that we'd find all of you here because we need a favor.
What do you need?
Well, we're going to be rehearsing our act tonight, and we would like all of you to be our guests on the Haunted Star.
Great.
You want us to be your guest, and that's a favor to you?
Oh, I heard that you were doing a mind-reading act.
Yeah.
Oh, sure would hate to have anybody read my mind.
Especially Charlie. Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you say? Will you come?
Well, for sure,
Oh,
yeah.
marvelous.
You got it. We're going to be there.
Good.
Great.
I'd hate to miss it for anything. Too bad I can't get Charlie away from the TV.
Oh.
Tell him to bring the television.
Happy.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey,
Oh,
God,
come
yeah.
on.
Cheers, you darling.
Well,
Cheers.
you're right.
Good friend.
Duck him, duck him.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank
Hello,
you.
darling.
Oh, that's just great.
How's the baby?
Oh, he's fine. Thank you.
Good. Let's see. Are you wearing green?
Absolutely.
Good girl. Good girl. What are you going to have for lunch?
Well, since it's St. Patrick's Day, how about corned beef and cabbage?
You got it. And I must say it's the best in town. 2 orders, right?
Right.
You bet. Okay.
Thank you. I'm so glad you suggested we have lunch together.
Well, hon, we hadn't seen each other in so long.
I know.
It'd be nice.
It is, and it worked out perfectly. Alan's out of town.
On business?
Yeah, in a way. He's went to see his lawyer in New York. He's trying to find out when the divorce will be in the court calendar.
You're so adamant about your divorce, I couldn't believe it when you called and asked for a postponement.
It was an emotional decision. Sometimes you make a decision like that, you can't live with it afterwards.
Well, I can appreciate that. Does this postponement mean that there's a chance of you and Monica getting back together?
Absolutely not.
Then you're just as adamant as you were.
More so. I'll never live with that woman again. Never.
Well, then what's the purpose of this postponement?
It's financial. I hope if we get a little bit of time, we could come to a more equitable agreement. Equitable for me.
What were you thinking of specifically? The Georgian mansion?
Thinking about everything, all of the tangible assets. But the real estate in particular, because it's escalated in value tremendously.
Just like before. Back taxes have been paid.
Well, I guess there's no sense in sticking around, is there, shall we?
I guess. Might as well.
I talked to Uncle Rose about it. He says, well, it's not a good thing.
Hello, Rose.
Hi, Scotty.
Rick.
Over there.
Scotty?
Take one over there.
Here for Mr. Durnley?
Could be. I guess you're here about lot 50, huh?
Could be.
I hear it's up for back taxes.
Yes, well, they've been paid and it's been taken off the list.
That's too bad, because that was a real nice piece of property.
Yeah, it was. Excuse me.
Aren't you going to stay for the auction?
No, I really can't leave the diner alone for too long on St. Patrick's.
Maybe I can get you back to the clinic. See you.
Is that all right?
Excuse me.
What do you got, a new listing?
Oh, in a way, it's lot 50.
Boy, I thought that was off the agenda.
The original offering is off, but the lot's been subdivided, and part of it's up for auction.
Wait a minute, are we talking about the same lot here, the one that's between Kelly's Diner and the Sports Center?
Yes, that's the very same one. 58.
Very interesting.
Here's map B, page 434. I have a $8,000 bid. Do I hear a higher bid? $8,000. $8,000 once. Come on, folks. You're letting the little lady steal this. $8,000 twice. Third time, $8,000. Fair warning at $8,000. Sold to the lady in the third row. The next piece of land up for sale has just been listed. It's a subdivision of lot 50. And since it has just been listed, I'd like to clarify the location. Now, this is Kelly's Diner. This is the original lot 50 between the diner and the sports center. The subdivision is this 25 by 200 foot piece of property directly adjacent to the sports center. It has been designated 50A. I can accept a opening bid of $1,500. Bidding is open.
1,500.
1,500.
1,600. 1,700.
1,700. Do I hear a higher bid?
1,800.
1,800.
2,000.
2,000. 2,000.
2,100.
2,100. 2,100.
2,250.
2,250. 2,250 going once. 2,250 twice. Do I hear
2,500.
2,500. 2,500 once.
2,600.
2,600.
27.
27. 2,700. 2,800.
2,900.
2,900. 2,900 once. Do I hear a bid of 3,000? 29 once. 29 twice. Third time at 29. Fair warning 29. Sold. You have yourself a lot. You just step up here, you can get the temporary title from the cashier. Now, move right along to item number 742. 742 on Assessor's Map C, page 55. 55. This is an unimproved piece of property.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll need a cash or a cashier's check. No personal check, sir.
$6,000.
I'm a registered buyer. My name is Scotty Baldwin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you.
Okay.
I'll be sure to recognize you next time, Mr. Baldwin.
Okay, thank you.
8,500. Do I hear 9? I hear 9. I hear 9,000. 9,000. Do I hear a higher bid? 9,000. $9,000 once. $9,000 twice. Third time at 9,000. 950. 9,500. 9,500. 9,500 once. 9,500 twice. Third time 9,500.
Well, I just bought myself 25 feet of land right next to the sports center.